Hello, my name is Luke Deasy. I'm a peer leader at the University of South Carolina's Student Success Center, and today I'm going to talk with you about listening. Um, before before we get into it, I would like to ask you to think of an individual who you perceive to be a good listener. It could be a friend, a relative, an acquaintance, anything like that. Someone who you've had several conversations with and who you believe to be a good listener. And now I want you to think back on conversations you've had with this person and really focus on the characteristics and traits that have made you perceive this person to be a good listener. And so just take a second and think to some conversations and sort of right in front of you in your head, just sort of try to keep down what makes you believe that this person is a good listener. What are the characteristics of good listening? And so I'm going to give you a second to do that. And I'm going to do it too. And be sure to get specific into why you believe that this person is a good listener. We really want to try to get into detail here. All right, so let's give that a second. Okay, I'm not sure if that was enough time, but we're going to continue. So if you're doing this by yourself, you won't really be able to collaborate, but after having already done this exercise, it becomes clear very quickly that a lot of people perceive similar things to be characteristic of good listeners, meaning that there are ways we can tailor our gestures and our actions to be a good listener. And there are certain skills and attributes that you can improve on to become a better listener. Before that, let's quickly go into sort of what is listening. So a lot of us, myself included, take listening for granted. It's sort of a natural bodily function, natural sense. And so a lot of the time, I find myself not really thinking about listening. I just listen. And so what I learned recently is that there are several stages of listening. It starts with not listening, which is just ignoring, to passive listening, and ends with things such as interactive listening and interpretive listening. And sort of what we discovered is that the more into the conversation you are, the more receptive you are to what the person is saying, even with your body language, with questions, with your responses, can significantly impact the quality of relationships and interactions that you have. And so our goal is to improve listening for a multitude of reasons. It can increase academic performance. If you're more actively listening in class, then the information can better sort of mold into your brain. In conversations, if you're better listening, you won't forget due dates or small little tidbits of information that can really make a difference in a relationship and in an interaction. And listening is just, like I said earlier, it's something everyone takes for granted. And I think by really focusing in on our listening skills, we can significantly improve not only our academic or social lives, but our lives in general. Because there are very few very good listeners. And being a very good listener is something that I think everyone can pick up on, and something that is highly coveted and well respected, just sort of in society. And that is why listening is so important. And I hope you can take the activity we did earlier and apply it to your everyday life and see the world start to become louder around you. Thank you.